Welcome to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. Yogaxpress is a half-hour program that airs Monday through Friday on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35. We typically have different guests on many of our shows. Sometimes we have a guest who has been with us in many episodes. I'd like to introduce the wonderful Josiane Hurd. Josiane has been with us in many episodes before. Josiane, very briefly, like I said, I always say every episode is our first episode, every episode is our last one. So please tell our viewers a little bit about you.
Well, I've done belly dancing, martial art, boxing, sailing, and everything connected to yoga.
You've done it all. Josiane gets a high on all the other activities that she takes part in, and she comes to yoga to help her maintain that adrenaline rush. She needs an endorphin high to maintain her adrenaline
Even my blood pressure.
Even her blood pressure. Actually, that was very interesting. Before this episode started, before we started taping today, Josiane mentioned something about her blood pressure. Please, Josiane, you're a wonderful endorsement for our program. Tell us.
I used to have high blood pressure, for the last few years because of the stress and the work and running around all over the place. And I had to take some medication to level it up. And yesterday, I was so pleased. I said, my God, it's back to normal.
So we saved you a lot of money?
Yes.
You know why? I think you're just very happy to be here. It's very reassuring, and it's very encouraging for us too. You're happy to be here, and in your own words, you're a yoga addict, so you are actually enjoying stretching. You're releasing those wonderful endorphins, and you're calming yourself. You're relaxing.
Yes.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy. Keep coming back. That's a little reminder to our viewers out there who've been with us in many episodes before. If you've been watching us, know that we are always open to guests. We always have a spare mat for you. Sometimes it's a demo mat. Sometimes we leave a mat for you. You can just walk into our studios. You know where to find MNN. And once you find us, at this point, we're taping Tuesdays and Thursdays in the afternoon 1 to 4. And just walk in. Come stretch with us. If you can move, you can stretch. Before I go ahead and introduce another very special participant, I would like to do a little bit of housekeeping. Just want you to know we have a lot of support for you. We have a website, www.yogaxpress.com, YOGAXPRESS.com. We also have a blog, yogaxpress.blogspot.com. So check out those two to keep up with what we are going to be discussing on this program. And if you've been very good, we'll also send you a postcard with the 48 plus sequence. I'm going to hold it up, but you're not going to be able to see it in close up today. We have a few technical difficulties with our cameras, but we're still here for you. I'll also send you a fridge magnet. Stick this on your fridge, put this postcard in your handbag. We've run out of those little business cards which had the sequence which you could have put in your wallet, but just keep all of this very close to you. Stretch whenever you feel like it. Just don't give yourself or us any excuses not to stretch. Remember, if you can move, you can stretch. Before I forget, we have a wonderful guest here with us today, Adina Marmelstein. Did I say the name right?
Yes, perfect.
Adina has this beautiful website called Healing is Appealing. And it's, actually, when she comes on as a special guest, she's going to tell us a little bit about herself today. When she comes on as a special guest, we're going to actually plug her email and her website so you can contact her. But Adina, please tell our viewers what you do.
Well, I'm certified in Kundalini Restorative Yoga, and I'm second generation. My father did yoga, and I went to yoga camps when I was a kid with him.
Nice.
And I officially became certified at some point. and have a dance background and have other yoga background.
You have a dance background too. No wonder you look so graceful.
And but long time ago, and jazz and
Wow.
and then incorporate some other body movement resources into my yoga and do some
Right.
healing work.
That's wonderful, Adina. Very briefly, do you think it is easy for you to say very briefly, what is Kundalini? You mentioned Kundalini Yoga. What is that?
Well,
I don't want to scare our viewers off, but just give them the tip of the iceberg.
You know, it's funny because when I came up to get certified, there weren't as many certified programs that there are now. So I didn't have as many choices, but the classes I were taking at the time, so I got certified in that. And what they say is that it was passed down only to royalty in India, and my teacher, Yogi Bhajan, was the first one to bring it over to the States. He brought it here, and the claim is that all the other yogas are taking different parts of the body from Kundalini Yoga that was passed down.
So yeah, we will go into a little deeper into that, into Kundalini, when you are our special guest, which I'm hoping both you and Josiane one day will be our special guest interns. Kundalini, as I understand it, is essentially arousing your chakras. Chakras are energy centers, and Kundalini is a state where the highest form of energy on the crown of your head is actually aroused. It's opened up, right? You're able to feel all that energy rising up. Has it got anything to do with energy?
Oh, certainly.
Okay.
You can give it different names according to different philosophies. So there's chakras, and it really starts sort of the base down in the lower torso and then rising up.
So just remember, in several of our previous episodes, we did touch upon the chakras or energy centers. Most of the major energy centers are located between the pelvic region, which is the Muladhara chakra, and the crown of your head, which is Sahasrara chakra. So you have chakras or energy centers. So basically what we do when we get into physical postures, we actually are activating the Muladhara chakra. And each time we focus on certain regions of the body when we do certain different folds, different back bends, we're actually activating those regions of the body. But let me not go too deep into that. I don't want to give away all Adina's secrets. She's going to talk at length when she's our special guest. We hope you'll be our special guest very soon, Adina. It's lovely to have you here today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Our pleasure. And we love having new faces. We love keeping our regular faces because people like Josiane will give you confidence that this program is something you can just keep coming back to. Folks like Adina will give you the inspiration to try something new. Adina has never been in front of the cameras, and she's not been on our show anyway, but she's already so relaxed, so calm. I'm really happy to have both of you here, Josiane and Adina. Today we're going to, Josiane, if you remember a few episodes ago, we talked about different muscle groups. We talked about 14 major muscle groups. And we did a few stretches that actually stretched and strengthened the various major muscle groups. We did miss out a couple, although we did strengthen those two muscle groups, we didn't point them out. You have your spinal flexors. Spinal flexors are a batch of muscles that actually protect your spine in the front of your body, and you have your spinal extensors in the back of your body. So they basically are long muscles which actually protect your spine. And we also did not touch on the psoas muscle. The psoas muscle is actually, I don't know why they call it the largest muscle group, but I think it's one of the, maybe it's a very small part of it is visible, but it's somewhere around the hip region. So it comes from the base of the latissimus, somewhere close to your obliques, and then comes out here and stretches into the hamstrings. So the psoas muscles are stretched when you do Garudasana, for instance, when you cross your legs over. So forget the asana, forget the posture name in yoga. When you cross your legs over, you're stretching your psoas muscles. So think of this program as just a series of stretches. Today we're going to try and focus on some of the glands and organs. And I just want our viewers to understand that when we do, especially when we do forward folds, we're actually massaging all the internal glands and organs. So we're refreshing those glands and organs. So we have a lot. We have a list of about 24 glands and organs. We're not going to go through all of them, but just know that most of the glands and organs, our extremities, our arms and legs do not have any glands and organs. So which just leaves our torso. And of course you have the brain area, the skull area, you have your pituitary, your pineal, your brain. So we're mostly today going to do a lot of forward folds to massage the internal organs. So we'll open up the lungs, so we'll do a few forward folds, a few chest openers. So let's just go through this sequence. Let's do the standing postures. You okay to do a few balances today, Josie? Okay, we're going to stand up. This is for our crew to know that we will be standing up. And if you have, well, there we can see ourselves on the monitor, so we're fine. What we're going to do is just go through some of the standing stretches, and as we go into those stretches, I'll be talking all three of us into those stretches. Let's stagger ourselves. Josiane and Adina, why don't you come forward? I'll go back so we don't hit ourselves. Heels together, toes slightly apart, palms by your side. Inhale. Now, when we go back and sit down, I'll point that out later, but how to sit when we are in seated postures. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling, take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Now you'll wonder which are the glands and organs that are being massaged in this. Just know that when we have our arms all the way up, you're trying to, and your shoulders go back, which means you have to open up your chest. So you're actually flattening your lungs out, but at the same time also filling your lungs with air. So keep inhaling. And when you inhale, and since I'm talking at the same time, it may not be very easy to demonstrate, but when you inhale, you'll find your lungs puff out and your abdominal region tucks in. So you're actually putting pressure in your abdominal region. So try that one more time. Inhale. Remember, inhale, when you do consciously inhale, the exhale will also start taking part. Now, we're going to fold forward from the hip. Keep your back nice and straight, and this will give a beautiful massage to your upper and lower abdominal region. Exhale and fold. Now you should feel a wonderful, wonderful compression of your lower abdomen on your upper thigh. So what you're doing is, as you keep exhaling and go a little deeper each time, you'll feel your glands and organs in that region. So you're thinking of your liver, your spleen. What are the others, Adina and Josiane? Help me out here. You've got your pancreas.
Pancreas.
Your intestines, that's right. Very good. You have, what was that, Adina? Kidneys, that's right. See, we have some very important glands and organs in that region, so we are compressing it and we are actually massaging it. Inhale, let's come up. Exhale, bring your arms down by your side. We're not going to do the next one, which is Utkat. When we had our arms up, it's Hasta Uttana, hands raised. We went down, Pada Hasta, hands to feet, Pada is foot, and Hasta is hands. Now, we're going to go into postures that will actually massage our organs. The third one is actually Utkatasana, where you bend your knees, but you're actually stretching muscle groups. So we're not going to go into that today. We're going to go into the fourth one, which is Trikonasana. Let's all turn to the right. Trikon is three, cone is corners, it's three corners or triangle. Bring your feet out about 3 to 4 feet apart. If you're tall like Adina is, you might want to bring your legs out just a little more. If you're my height, about 3 feet. You should be comfortable. Now put your brakes on. So when I say put your brakes on, bring your toes in. Now once you're nice, both the insides of both your feet are nice and level, very gently bring your left foot out so that the heel of your left foot faces the sole of your right foot. Look forward. So face forward, not the cameras. We're going to face forward. Inhale. Bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down, and hold it there. This time we're going to turn to the left. Look at the tip of our left hand. So basically the longest finger, which is usually the middle finger. We're going to lean forward just a little bit to give ourselves an extra leverage. So lean forward to the left just a little bit, and then exhale and dip your left hand all the way down in front of your left ankle, palm facing forward, right arm goes up. Look up at the right hand. Josiane, what was that expression you like to use?
To have someone holding my hand.
Josiane believes someone's up there, the good Lord up there is just pulling her hand up. So look up at your extended hand, the hand that's going up, the arm that's going up. Feel a beautiful stretch in your obliques on the right side, but more than the stretches today, we're talking about compression. You should feel a wonderful compression of your lower abdomen on the left side on your upper left thigh. Inhale, let's come up. Arms at shoulder height, put your brakes on the left foot. Bring your right foot out, and this time we may be facing away from the camera, but I will talk you through this. Look at the tip of your right hand. We're going to lean forward to the right just a little bit to get that extra momentum, extra leverage. Exhale and dip to the right. Now, both your palms face forward. Look up at the raised arm at the tip of the left hand. And you might notice that I exhaled loudly. I'm using a kind of breath called Ujjayi breathing. Ujjayi actually helps you detox faster. It's also called ocean breath. It's kind of a hoarse whispering sound in the back of your throat. I don't know if we're almost timed out. Let's inhale, come up. Are we still going, Jabari? We're good to go? How's the time cue? Okay, let's keep going till they time us out. Put the brakes on your right foot. This time, bring your left foot out. Are we okay? Okay. Don't forget, give us the cues. This time, what we're going to do is we're going to exhale and bend the left leg at the knee. And you'll see why. There's no real compression when we do that, but we'll fold over to the left again. Exhale and bend. Keep exhaling. Bring your left arm all the way in front of your left leg. Left ankle, sorry. Exhale, keep exhaling. Let's come down. Take your right arm all the way up. Now, other than the wonderful, wonderful abductor stretch on the outside of your right thigh, you have another beautiful compression of your lower abdomen on your upper left thigh. So you still have that wonderful compression. Let's inhale, come up. Straighten your left knee, turn the left foot in, turn the right foot out. Exhale, bend the right knee, and dip to the right. The good thing about having that little postcard with you, and I assure you, I will mail it to you, just email me. The good thing is you know what's coming next. That itself is going to increase our comfort level. Now inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, straighten your right leg, put the brakes on, and let's wiggle our feet closer together. Bring it about 10 to 12 inches apart. I'm going to get off of the carpet section. Now exhale, bring your arms down. Now we are going to actually skip. Oh, well, there is an intense back bend. It doesn't really compress any of our organs, but it does actually make us inhale. So it does make us fill our lungs with air. So let's keep the feet, put your brakes on, bring your toes in, keep your feet about 8 to 10 inches apart. Take your palms, palms up, place your palms on your buttocks and try to push your elbows back as much as you can. That'll make you bring your chest out, which means you have to inhale. So you're going to expand. You're going to enhance your lung power, taking a wonderful lung full of air. Let's do that. Inhale. Now, as we go up, lift your chin as we keep inhaling. Once we go past midpoint, we start exhaling. And as we exhale, glide. We're going to glide our palms down the back of our thighs and see how far we can go. Don't forget, it's okay to bend your knee. It doesn't matter how deep you go. The important thing is to make the connection. Try not to leave your hands suspended in midair. Inhale, let's come up. Now, Josiane, I noticed you did do the back bend. You forgot to glide your hands down. Did you glide your hands down your back?
Well, not at all.
No, but you did glide it. Oh, okay,
yes.
Okay. Maybe I guess I was looking back, so I didn't really see you. But
I didn't go to my feet.
No, we don't have to. We want to do the best we can on any given day. So no, you're not expected to go to your feet. You're fine. The thing is, you should feel a wonderful compacting of your lower back, and you should feel a beautiful stretch in your spinal flexors. Your spinal flexors are opening up, which means you build lung power. Now, to counter this posture, we're going to do a wonderful forward fold. Bring your legs about 3 to 4 feet. Now, again, depending on how tall you are, depending on anatomical proportions, you may want to bring your legs out further if you feel you're very comfortable. And to make sure that you're safe, folks at home, be very safe, put your brakes on. Bring your feet, bring your toes in. Inhale. Josiane, okay, let me make sure I don't hit you, my dear. I'm going to come this way. Okay, we're going to inhale. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height. Look forward, inhale. Bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing forward. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. Clasp your palms together. We're going to fold from the hip with the back nice and straight. Exhale and fold. once your hands are on the floor or on the mat between your feet, you might feel it's quite safe to bring your feet further out. If you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable bringing them out, don't worry. The thing is, for me, again, like I said, depending on anatomical proportions, for me, if I bring my legs out further, I'm able to get closer to the floor. Now, if the crown of your head is not going to touch the floor today, place the block at the lowest orientation. If I think I'm ready. If I'm not ready for that, we'll go to the midpoint. And if I think, okay, this is too low for me as it is, I'm going to take it to the highest orientation. But we have such a wealth of energy today. I have two wonderful participants with me, so I'm going to share. I'm going to draw on their energy. I'm going to be very ambitious. I'm going to try not using a block. I'm going to exhale and dip. Yay! Okay. So when your legs are extended like this, not only will you feel a delicious stretch on your adductor muscles on the inside of your thighs, your hamstring stretch, your gluteal stretch, so that's all a muscle stretch, but you also feel a beautiful compression, not just compression, you feel a beautiful liberation of your glands and organs, especially the pancreas are nice and fluid, they're floating around. We have 5 minutes to go. Thank you, Rosette. Now, press with your palms, wiggle your feet a little closer if you have to. Inhale, come up to midpoint and hold for just a second. Keep inhaling. Now, when it's safe to let your hands go, bring your palms together out in front of you. Keep inhaling with a straight back. Let's come up. Exhale and release. Now, try not to bring your legs together suddenly. Just wiggle your feet a little closer, and then when you think it's nice and safe, you feel steady, we can turn around, face forward. Whew, how does that feel?
Wonderful.
Feels good, doesn't it? Josiane, you're a yoga addict, so I know you feel good, and
I could have
you also understood. You could have just stayed there. Notice something. When Josie and Adina and I are stretching and compressing the front of our body, stretching the upper part of our body, we're already going on some kind of a high. We're already getting a wonderful rush. It's an endorphin rush, not one of those adrenaline rushes that peaks and then drops as fast. This endorphin high will help us stay there. So we're going to feel as if we have 48 hours today. So if you have any editing to do, Adina is also a producer here, so she has a lot of editing to do. We have about 2 to 3 minutes to go. Perfect. Thank you, Rosette. Before we go into a couple of other stretches, I would like to thank our wonderful crew who helped out in the last minute. We had a few technical glitches today, but they were great. So thank you, Jabari, Rosette, and Jamie. I really appreciate you being here. And thanks to Josiane and Adina, we're actually able to have a program today. That's great. Thank you. So, yes, so we have a few more stretches. Actually, you know what? Let us just take them through. We don't want to do the balance. You're not doing any compressions. Let's do just 2 more forward folds. We have about 3 minutes. So heels together, toes slightly apart. Why don't you come forward? So the cameras pick you up. They'll pick all of us up. It's not a problem. Heels together, toes slightly apart. Inhale, bring your palms up to shoulder height, palms facing in. Hands up to shoulder height. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way overhead, palms facing in. This time, cross your palms onto the opposite elbows. So hold on to your opposite elbows. This time, take your shoulders back. So that means you'll have to actually bring your chest out. So you're going to be inhaling. Take a nice lungful of air. Exhale, fold from the hip. This is one of those rare moments where it's okay to suspend your body in midair because you've already made the connection, your palms to your elbows. You should feel a beautiful, beautiful compression of all your glands and organs in the midpoint. So in your midriff, so your upper abdominal region presses against your lower abdominal region, and your whole body, the blood rushes a little bit to your head, and your whole body is nice and relaxed. See, if you feel like it, you can just sway a little bit to the left and to the right. Keep your eyes closed. If you don't have any balance issues, just close your eyes, enjoy this. You'll also feel, of course, this wonderful stretch, hamstring stretch in the back of your legs. Now, before coming up, all we're going to do is place our palms on the floor about 2 feet, about 18 inches ahead of our feet, and then take your left foot back and then your right foot. The posture where we had our body suspended midair was called ragdoll or uttanasana. This one is parvat. Different schools give this posture a different name. It's called downward dog. It's called Adho Mukha Svanasana. Shwana is dog, Adho is lowered, and Mukha is face. So the dog with a lowered face. However you want to interpret it. Make sure your heels touch the ground. If your heels don't make the connection, place a block, place anything under your heel. Just have something touching under your heels. So let's exhale, and again your pancreas are nice and loose over here. They're suspended. They have room to move, to breathe. Keep exhaling in this posture. Inhale happens. And every time you do an abdominal exhale, your belly goes in, your lower abdominal muscle compresses. So you're again giving your intestines a nice massage. We're going to just exhale, bring our knees to the ground very gently. One knee, then the other knee. We're going to sit down, and I would like some feedback from our wonderful participants. I love that. That is enough feedback. So how do you feel?
That's good.
Very relaxed?
Yes.
You know, we're already activating our chakras. We're already revved up. Our engine's moving. So now we're all ready to go out there. I think we want the volume down just a little bit. But thank you, Jabari, Jamie, Rosette. Thank you for a wonderful crew and our wonderful participants. We won't go into the other seated sequence. We'll do that in the next episode, maybe tomorrow. Welcome to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. As you can see, the three of us here, Adina Marmelstein to my left, Josiane Hurd to my right, my name is Banu Suresh. The three of us here are so revved up from our stretches yesterday. We're just back for more. And I think, Adina, now it's safe to say you are a yoga addict too.
Yes.
You're back. I know you had a few other things to take care of today, but in spite of that, you came to stretch with us. I appreciate it. Thank you. Tell our viewers one more time. We were talking a little bit about chakras just before we started this episode. You had this wonderful idea. Tell us what you were talking about.
Which one?
Well, we discussed a few ideas. You're talking about involving in your program, for example, in your workshops, your Kundalini workshops.
Yes.
You try to involve children. You try to involve a lot of other
I
aspects.
always had a goal of working with parents and their kids together as a deeper connection. And when I came to get certified, there weren't all the programs that were out now. So I've been working with that, and I work with parents and kids. And
So do you adapt your programs?
Yes,
to the
absolutely. I try to make more body connection,
Right.
so that we can sort of support each other in those poses.
Wonderful.
And I even end it with a hug from the parent and their children together.
Well, there you go. There's already that positive energy, the vibrations, positive vibrations that you have conveyed to them, which they share with you at the end of the program, because it just makes you feel so joyous. Adina has a wonderful website called Healing is Appealing.
/WeBelieve.com.
There you go, WeBelieve.com. And if you choose to get on one of Adina's workshops, you will learn a little more about Adina and how to get in touch with her when she comes on as our special guest. Whenever you want to get on her workshop, just email her. And we'll get to that part. When she's our special guest, you're going to get all the contact details. But in the meantime, if you're still interested,